Hello everybody and welcome to Tasso Show. And today we're going to play Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age. It's a Square Enix game and it's obviously another Final Fantasy from the general franchise. And Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age is actually an update of the original Final Fantasy XII. I don't even know what trial mode is. Oh, interesting. But note that this is the PlayStation 4 version. I'm playing it on the PlayStation Plus Premium. And I'm playing it through the cloud streaming system, the cloud gaming system on PC. And that's why I can actually do an easy video like I'm doing right now. I'm very excited playing Final Fantasy XII again. It's been so long. It's one of the unfortunate Final Fantasy from the original franchise, from the main series, main franchise, that I did not finish. Yes, I did not finish it. I was very close to the end and I just stopped because the game wasn't as good as I wished it to be. And we can discuss about that maybe a little bit more. But today I don't necessarily want to do a review of a game. I'm more here to do a game preview so you can see how it looks like. And that fantastic music from the prologue of Final Fantasy behind the scene. Wonderful. Final Fantasy XII is very different from the other Final Fantasy. It takes more from Final Fantasy Tactics and Vagrant Story, which are all in the world of Ivalice. And this is where we're gonna be with Final Fantasy XII as well. Oh, we have a lot of information here. Well, we're gonna do a vibration. I don't know what's the screen shake. The subtitles, definitely yes. That I'll keep it the same. I don't need the multiplier. We'll keep the English version. I don't know here because, to be honest, I never liked the music of the game, but we can discuss about that later. We're gonna do the re-orchestrated. We keep everything the same apart from that, so let's begin the game. The music of Final Fantasy XII are not done by Nomura Matsuno except for the last song. Alright, here we go. Square Enix present. It's very interesting. Why do we have that? Oh, it's for the subtitles that they have that big black thing below. Year 704, Old Valendian, Kingdom of Dalmasca, the royal city of Rabanastre. I don't know how they say that. But obviously Final Fantasy XII is the last Final Fantasy of the PlayStation 2 era. And it's a beautiful game. I'm not gonna lie, it's very beautiful. It has a little bit of a weird story to it because, from a development standpoint, because the main person that worked on it left midway. And maybe that's why midway in the game suddenly the story seemed flat. Whereas at the beginning it was so interesting. And you'll see why pretty soon. So here we see the wedding of Ash, who is the princess with that guy, which I don't remember the name, but you'll see that something will happen.
In the name of the Father and in the presence of these holy relics,
it's really nice to have a subtitle for.
Man and wife from this time forth. May the blessings of the gods light your path for all eternity. Farewell.
It's a very beautiful scene. It's very well done. Alright, what's going on here? It seems to be... Okay. There's a war. And here Bash.
Impossible! My father? I know not. I am sorry.
If Nabodis has indeed fallen, it is only a matter of time before they reach the borders of Dalmasca. There is nothing to halt their advance.
Secure Nalbina with all haste. I will go.
Alright, so our character...
And I will go at his side.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay, I didn't remember that. Bash will be an important character in the game. I doubt that in the hours that we're gonna have, because I'm gonna try to play for an hour only, we'll be able to see back again in the game. But we'll see where it goes. Because most of you may know, but the main character is Van, and we'll see that a little bit later on.
Galtea, stand watch over your life.
That I be considered worthy.
Yeah, I will have to try with no subtitles to see if it's that very annoying, very annoying black 1/5 of the space on the cinematic. I found that not great. The Dalmasca and Abradia border, Nalbina Fortress. What is cool is that we're gonna play on the Nalbina Fortress, so the game allows you to play a little bit without the main character of the game at the beginning of the game, if I remember properly. So what if we talk about Final Fantasy XII overall? Well, I like the universe of that game. I think there's a lot of great things about it. Ivalice has a great universe on its own, and there's a lot of like different races in the games that I really like for example Viera, which you can play with one on this game. There's a lot of things like this that I think are really smartly done. But then it's not really promoted as much as you would like it to be on the game. And the story will feel pretty flat, unfortunately, after a certain point in time. Whereas that beginning is so, catastrophic, special.
The paling's fallen.
And that's why it's kind of disappointing,
For my father!
I would say this, the gameplay of this game is kind of new. It doesn't use the active time battle really, kind of. I say really, oh. That's not good. Well, that's a bad and a good, because that's a little backtrack to the escape, probably. Find a way to save the king. Or the future prince or king, I assume. Since married to Ash. But yeah, this Final Fantasy XII will not be... So Yasumi Matsuno is the main person who did the franchise of Final Fantasy Tactics, Tactics Ogre, and all the stuff. Oh, I guess he did die.
Blessings of the Great Father descend, and guide your bodies return to the earth. Great Father, guide your spirits return to the Mother of all. There you shall find peace. Pharaoh.
Yeah, the music is from Hitoshi Sakimoto. His style is not bad, but it's not my favorite. It's just too orchestrated for me. So it's kind of like more like very movie tunes, and sometimes it just doesn't work when you have like battles in the game and stuff like that.
The death of Lord Rasla Heos Nabradia was but one of many tragedies to befall the kingdom of Dalmasca. The air of hope that had surrounded Her Royal Highness Princess Asha's wedding was now quite lost. Dalmasca had been set adrift at the mercy of history's restless tides. At this time, two great empires struggled for dominion over Ivalice. Arcadia in the east, Rosaria the west. The invasion of the Kingdom of Nabradia was Arcadia's first step in its westward march. With Lord Rasla's beloved homeland consumed by the hellfires of war, it seemed clear that Arcadia would soon mete out a like fate to Dalmasca. The fall of the fortress at Nalbina told the destruction of the greater part of Dalmasca's forces. A counterattack was mounted by the order of the Knights of Dalmasca.
So we are part of
ever
Dalmasca,
brave
obviously, in
and
this
faithful.
game.
But against the martial might of the Arcadian armies, they stood little chance of victory. Indeed, their defeat was to be absolute. Soon thereafter, Arcadia came forward, offering terms of peace, or, as one might rather put it, terms of Dalmasca's surrender. Lord Romanos, King of Dalmasca, and my dear friend, had no choice but to accept these terms.
Okay,
It
so the
was,
narrator is
thus,
linked to the King of
only with
Dalmasca.
reluctance that he set out for Nalbina Fortress, now under Arcadian occupation, to affix his seal to the Emperor's Treaty of Peace. The king had scarce departed his royal city of Rabanasta when the remnants of the Order made their return, and not a moment too soon, for a terrible revelation awaited them.
What does that mean?
The treaty would be signed with steel and writ in royal blood.
Memoirs of Marquis Halim Hondore IV. I think MQS is Marquis, but we'll have to check that out another time.
Can you hear me?
It's as I feared. They're slowing us down.
Do not say that. Not all of us are here for love of battle. He fights to defend his homeland.
So now I remember what happened here.
Rex, sir. My name's Rex.
Good. Rex. You bore a few cuts, but you are still whole. Well, can you stand?
That style. I love that style. The design style of this game is fantastic. I feel that design is so special, but yet so beautiful.
I'm fine, sir.
You can see that on the face of all the characters.
17, sir.
Young. Family?
My brother is all I have left, sir. He's 2 years younger than I, living in Rabanasta.
Rabanasta, okay. So you can see the eyes of the character. I really love how they
barely
look
old enough
like.
to be a man. You shouldn't be forced to wield a
Look
sword.
at that.
No,
Back
sir.
is so good
I want to
looking like
fight.
that. And same for Rex.
For my homeland.
It looks really
And for
well
my
done.
parents.
Time, Bosch. Save the discussion for later.
I don't
We
remember the
must
name of
reach the
that
king
guy.
before they act, or all our efforts will be in vain.
Okay, so we're gonna play with
situation.
Rex right now. And back together, I think.
Bosler, go ahead.
Oh,
I will
Vossler.
handle this
Okay.
rabble.
I see that beginning is so dramatic, and then suddenly, eventually in the game, it'll become very quiet. And for those who play it, you'll see that. I'm not gonna say when it starts to be this way. But that's what happened. It kind of disappointed me, because the person who did Final Fantasy
Steady,
IX
Rex.
was responsible afterwards.
Keep your wits about you and you'll make
And
it.
Final Fantasy IX is a fantastic game, as you may have noticed from all the things I said during the Final Fantasy IX game preview. Okay, we play with Rex. Back. You must always be mindful of your surroundings. Use the right stick to look around. It's a useful way to spot Imperials. Go on, give it a try. So you have logs, which is cool. That's something that didn't exist in previous Final Fantasy. Alright. Okay, use the right stick, so if I go left, you can see left. If I go right, you can see right. Okay, back. Use the left stick to move Rex. Tilt it slightly to walk and further to run. You can walk, yes? Come, stand before me. Look at the character design. It's funny because that style, I think, maybe the person who designed, I forgot his name, Yatsuno. Oh, I don't remember his name. Dang. But anyway, in background story you can see the same style, which is super cool. Final Fantasy Tactics, unfortunately, because of a 2D, is kind of harder to see, but look at that. I really like that style. Okay, we cannot do much then going. And you can see on the bottom right, I have my HPs, Rex 135 HP, MP 42. On the top right, you see a map. And let's go talk to Back. I don't know if it's Bash back. I didn't listen good enough. Bash, I guess it's Bash. Do you see the mark above my head? That's a talk icon. You can talk to any character showing one of these. To talk to someone, approach them and press X. Oh, yeah, cross X. Try talking to your friend by the gate. Okay, let's talk first with Back. Do you see the marker above my head? That's to talk it up. Well, we can skip that. Alright, let's go talk to that soldier. Life is worth too much to throw away, Rex. Do what you can, but don't try to be a hero. Save the hero stories for your brother once we're back in Rabanastre. Just listen to the captain. I will get through this. We'll enter the fortress through this gate. We must go. Does he say the same thing? Yeah. Let's cut to Back again. Bash. We'll enter the fortress through this gate. We must go. Okay, let's enter. See the marker above your head? That's called an action icon. One of these will appear when you approach a door, a switch, an item, or the like. To learn more about what you found, walk closer and the icon will change, then press X. Now, try opening the gate. Alright, let's try opening the gate. It is time. We will drive back in the Imperial standing between us and the King. Dalmasca's future hangs in the balance. Stay focused on the foes before you, Rex. I will watch rearward. You can open the party menu by pressing triangle. From the party menu, you can examine your equipment and inventory. Oh, there's an enemy here. An Arcadian. So you see, that's the difference here. There was a red line and all that say when you can attack or not, and it's not really ATB, but there is some ATB in it, you'll see. That red line is a hostile target line. Take heed, you're being targeted. When a foe targets you, the line is red. When you target a foe, the line is blue. If you see a red line, look for foes at once. If they are not readily apparent, use the right stick to look around. When you found them, press X to open the battle menu. Once you've selected attack and targeted a foe, close distance using the left stick. You'll automatically attack until your foe is defeated. You can change targets or action at any time. If your HP falls, press X and select items from the battle menu, then use a potion. After using an item, you will automatically resume your previous action. There is no need to input your commands again. You can do it, Rex. Show me. Okay, attack, magics, and techniques. Let's see what kind of magic our character has. He has Cure, he has Thunder, and he has classic attack. And item-wise, we just have 8 potion and 5 high potion. Okay, let's get going. Let's attack him. Oh, we block. So I don't need, as you can see, I don't need to continue to press attack. It will continue to attack automatically up until I decide to do another action. Nothing special here, Rex? Nope. Okay, what about that other side? Okay, there's nothing special, we just have to go straight for the moment. Let's open the party menu. Okay, here's Rex, he's level 3. If we look at the statues, there's no status effect. Okay, we have one mithril sword right now, apparently. And armor-wise, we have a buckler, a leather cap, and a leather clothing. So... And config-wise, it's just a classic config. Well, you can see some little things about the battle system here. That is pretty usual from a Final Fantasy standpoint. Okay, is there something here? Nope. I can't believe it's been already 20
Captain?
minutes just for that. Alright, what's going on here? Okay, there's a bus. Let's do some thunder because it suppose there is a... How do you name that? It's a machine, and machine generally on Final Fantasy has a big weakness about thunder. Now we're just gonna attack. You see down there on the bottom... Ooh. On the bottom left, you can see that I have that attack bar that charge like in an ATV. So alright, we beat the machine. Oh, what kind of special attack are you doing back?
This is Sunbury. My engines are hit. She'll not hold much longer.
We receive you, Tomberry. You've leave to retire. Well fought.
My thanks, Antlion. Sunbury disengaging.
Sunbury. Okay, we got healed 100% for non-HP stuff. As you can see so far, we don't... We can see some HP line at the top. Which is good, so you can see my character is 100% HP, but some of the others were not, but that's okay. Alright, what's happening now? There is no simple way through the fortress. The minimap at the top right of your screen may not be enough to gain you bearings. Should you lose your way, consult your location map by clicking the touchpad button. This will bring up the map of the fortress we gave you before we set out. If you still find yourself at a loss, pressing the L3 button will allow you to view the location map as you move. Navigate your way through as you see fit. Okay, let's try that. So I press the trackpad, and you can see that's what we need to navigate through. And if I press L3, that's the same thing, but you can see that it's kind of annoying because it takes like space on the design, so I don't like that. But it's a good feature.
Vossler! Where are you?
What if Captain Ivalice has fallen?
Don't talk such nonsense. Vossler's laughed in the face of death far too many times for him to stop now. Men like him don't die in places like this. We must make haste to reach the king. We will take him to safety.
Is His Majesty unharmed?
He'll agree to an unconditional surrender. They wouldn't dare touch him until the wax on his seal is dry.
But if we arrive after he signed the treaty...
Wait. Quickly, Rex.
There's nothing here. Let's see what's happening if I go around there. There's nothing there. Okay, there's nothing all around, so we're just gonna go straight up again. Oh. Huh. Ahead, we will face many Imperials, but we need not fight them all. Oftentimes, retreat is the wiser course. Should the need arise, press and hold R2 to run from your foes. There is no shame in fleeing from the battles that serve no purpose. Okay, you can flee. Let's attack the Magus because I don't like enemies that does magic. They are more dangerous than enemies that doesn't. Okay, as you can see, we're not obliged to... Oh, there's something over there. Okay, that must be a treasure chest. Treasure. You obtain a potion. Okay. Is that the only thing? Yeah, it seems like the only thing. Alright, let's move. Oh, there's an enemy that came from the back. You can see it because it's red. Well, there's two now. I love the fact that everything look just like dynamic. You don't have any change of background or any change of anything, which is new for a Final Fantasy. Everything looks like once you fall into a fight, it's like the fight is in front of you. As simple as that. Which I really appreciate because you can see that right now we don't gain any HP of doing any experience point of kills in doing all of the things that we're doing right now. So it's not that important, but there's some treasure, so... Okay, another potion. Cool. It's a cul-de-sac. It's a dead end. Cul-de-sac is in French for dead end. Okay, let's kill the one that is pretty soon dead. Okay, here we go. Somebody already bit in. Oh. Oh, you obtain a potion. Cool. Yeah, I may have to heal myself a little bit. Well, I don't know if we need that now. Okay, you saw that this was lines to say that it's the end of a current area. Let's see, there's something special here. No, nothing. Nothing. Alright, let's see what that thing is. Okay, Bash gonna say something. This is a safe crystal, Rex. You can save your progress by approaching a safe crystal and pressing X. Touching one of these crystals will also fully restore your HP and MP. Okay, like Final Fantasy X, going to a safe point is healing you 100%. Same thing with 10 too, which is different from previous Final Fantasy. 4, you will gradually recover MP as you move about. It can take time. Do not miss this opportunity to refresh yourself and your lives. There is more I would tell you, but with no time. Hit the lessons of the battlefield and you will do well. Come, we must reach His Majesty before it's too late. So that's pretty cool, that now they allow MPs to be healed when you're walking. I like that. Okay, let's go up.
Intruders! Don't let them escape!
Sir, we have little time. You must go to the king.
Alright, he's gonna ask Bax.
I'll handle these.
Fight well.
Alright, you're all alone. Ah! That's why they hit us before. Oh. I'm gonna go to the safe crystal just... And you see these chains for your character. Let's go back to the crystal. Because now Rex is all alone, so... Yes. But yeah, it's kind of strange now that all the fights are just happening in front of you, like on the current background that you're in. Final Fantasy XIII will actually not do that. But we're gonna talk about that when you're on Final Fantasy XIII. Final Fantasy XV goes back, okay, passage door. What about this side? Yeah, nothing. Final Fantasy XV will do things differently again, but same thing, we're gonna talk about this when we're on those games. For those who remember Final Fantasy XI and Final Fantasy XIV, I did a video about Final Fantasy XI. Final Fantasy XIV, I did also videos, but I never talk on it, so it's just no commentary videos. So you may not... I don't even know if I actually launch them on the channel or not, but you may not hear. But all of those have that same system, like everything that is on the field is actually something that you can attack automatically, like what you do here. So it becomes kind of like the new way that Final Fantasy will do battles on Final Fantasy games, except for Final Fantasy XIII. And that's the whole trilogy of Final Fantasy XIII that is like that. Okay. Oh no, everybody got killed. What's going on? Rex is the only survivor so far. The king has been killed too.
Your Majesty.
So Arcadia will take over. Oh. That was blood, right?
Captain, why?
Did
Our
Back
king,
betray
what have you
everybody?
done?
The king intended all along to sell Dalmasca to the Empire. His Majesty was a traitor.
Captain,
Seize the insurgent. Hello.
What is that?
Well, so much for peaceful negotiations.
We'll never surrender to you. We are not cattle to be sold by a traitor king.
But the war is over, my dear Captain. You have lost. Dalmasca is the property of the Empire now. And to think, we intended to let you keep some of your sovereignty, out of respect. But now you've gone and ruined that. Haven't you, Captain?
We will never bow to you.
And the people of Dalmasca will hate you for it.
Well, especially Van.
Take the captain away.
Because Rex is Van's brother, if you didn't know, if you didn't realize that. And we're gonna know now anyway. Oh, first trophy for the homeland. But there's one thing that I'm not saying here that you will know pretty soon. Anyway, the other person that you saw from Arcadia, his name is Vayne.
Vaughn.
Well, now you know. So that's why Van is going on an adventure, because most likely something will happen and he will want his revenge.
Pretenses of peace left by the wayside. The Arcadian forces resumed their advance toward Rabanasta. Dalmasca's doom had been decided. To make resistance would serve no end.
So Ash will flee.
In my thoughts,
the queen.
The people of Dalmasca.
The princess.
Sons and daughters of Dalmasca, I bid you lay down your arms. Raise songs of prayer in their stead. Prayer for His Majesty King Raminas, ever merciful, a man devoted wholly to peace. Prayer too for the noble Princess Ash, who, wrought with grief at her kingdom's defeat,
well, after all, she lost her father, she lost her husband.
Life.
Oh.
Know also that Captain Bosch
assuming
von
that she
for
killed
incitement
herself,
of
like
sedition
Susan.
and the assassination of His Royal Majesty King Ramanos, has been found guilty of high treason.
I didn't hear if he said back or bash.
Death.
Anyway.
They who at this late hour choose still the sword are cut of the same cloth as the captain. Traitors who would lead Dalmasca to her ruin. Dalmasca's surrender without terms was soon to follow.
Chapter 13, The Province of Lies. So it's as if it's like a whole book that Hakim wrote. Alright, where are we now? Oh, big rats!
Vaughn! Hurry
Here we go, we have with Van.
I know. Just a little more.
A little more of what?
Up there, Kites. 1, 2, 3 more. All right. Time to clean house.
Okay, what does magic technique steal? Oh, you can steal. I'm curious about what you steal from the rat. How did you go, you silly rat? Ah, we couldn't steal anything from the rat?
Yeah.
Okay. Stop attacking me, you dire rat. A. Pay for that. Okay, where's the last one? Can we steal something from this dire rat? A rat pelt. Okay, let's attack him now.
Wow, Vaughn, you got him all yourself? Guess I know who to call when something big comes along.
Hey, it's good practice for the desert. I'm ready for anything now.
They say Vaughn. Vaughn.
That's enough for today. You should get back to Miguel's place, Kites. Aren't you running errands for him?
Oops, totally forgot. You should come, Vaughn.
Oh, you
He's
say
busy
Vaughn.
today.
Okay.
Might have some work for you to do, too.
I've got other, work to do. Hey, lock this place up for me, will you? If Miguel finds out we've been down here, he'll tan our hides.
Where's Miguelo? Well, we know that Van is orphan because Rex said that he has only a brother. The royal city of Rabanasta. Isn't that cool, the way they do that market? Year 706, Old Valendian. 2 years after the fall of Dalmasca. I love that style.
What'd you
so
say?
cool.
Sir, you haven't paid, and I... What? Haven't paid? On second thought, please, sir, take it. It's a gift.
Ah, but that might cancel
trouble today.
those Arcadian soldiers.
Your luck, peddler.
Oops, sorry.
He stole something
Which way you're going, churl?
because Van is a thief.
My pouch! It's gone! The boy! Get out the way! Oh!
What?
And here's Penelo.
Hey, that's mine.
What do you mean, yours? You've been stealing again. What happens if they catch you? We need you to be there for us, Vaughn. You're no good to anyone if you're locked away in a dungeon.
Oh, what? Am I the leader now? We're orphans. The first thing you learn is you gotta watch out for yourself. Come on, Penelo. You know it as well as I do.
Penelo.
Hey, you give that back. What do you think you're doing?
I thought that this money was the people of Dalmasca's property. The Imperials stole it from us, so it's only fair that we take it back. It's our duty as Dalmascans. Well, wasn't that what you said?
Yeah, but I never said anything about taking it back from me.
This is for that bread you took the other day. Just because I help Miguelo out every now and then, it doesn't mean that you get to eat for free too, you know.
I know that. You think I like living like this?
You want to be a sky pirate or whatever the name's that. Which, you know, Final Fantasy XII
I'll fly an
actually
airship of my own.
have a sequel.
I'll be a sky pirate.
It's named The Revenant Wings, and it's on Nintendo DS, and it's more like a tactics game. And it follows once again Van and Penelo.
You'll never fly anything if you're rotting in a dungeon.
And they became Sky Pirate.
Oh, Miguelo
I guess
had
it's a
some
spoiler.
errands that need doing. He wanted you to drop by his place. It might be a good idea to lend a hand.
I need to play the Revenant Wing one of these days just to see. Alright, oh, Rabanasta is a big city. Okay, East 10. Your location map often bears a mark showing your destination. Consult the map when you are unsure where to go next. It's not... World map has been added to the party menu. Okay. Let's look. Did they... 81. Ha! They didn't... they didn't give me back my HP. Alright. Oh, now there's equip. Use the equip command to modify a character's equipment. Use optimize to automatically equip the best equipment available. So on Final Fantasy XII, let's see how many things you can change. Okay, you have a weapon. Offhand, which I assume could be like anything to protect you. The other hand, basically. Helm. Armor. And accessory. So it's more like a previous Final Fantasy, because remember on Final Fantasy X and X-2, there were less. Well, I think on 10 there were less. On X-2, was there less? Anyway, we're back in a more traditional system where you have a little bit more that you can equip your characters. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. World map. The world map lets you view places you have previously visited. Purchase maps to see unexplored areas. So here's the Waterway and Rabanasta and Nabina Fortress, which are the things so far that we know about. Well, okay, Rabanasta, Low Town. We can see the Low Town because there's a Low Town. If I go to Nabina Fortress, you can see like what we saw with Rex before. And the Waterway, I assume that... Yeah, we barely see anything here. But I can toggle the zoom to zoom a little bit. Okay. Inventory, let's see what loot. We have one rat pelt that I stole. Steel. 5 potions. Yeah, we don't have much right now yet. And don't forget that I can press L3 to actually see the map, or I can go to the trackpad to actually see the map. Okay, we cannot talk with every individual, only with the one like this guy with the talk icon. You're getting into trouble with the Imperials again, Van? Well, try to be careful. If not for your own sake, then for Miguelo and Penelo, okay? I'm going the opposite way of where I'm supposed to go. Oh, let's see. I should probably make myself scarce right about now. That's true, because it's just steal some stuff. Okay, let's see. Oh, I like that. That looks cool. Look at that. That's really cool, Ford. The design is really well done. I really like the design of that game. I'm wondering if I can hide that... Oh, pressing R3 is moving stuff. That's cool to know. And look at that. It's pretty well detailed, and I love that. And it was at the end of the PS2 era, so obviously they know how to do much more things than before. Like, look at that guy. I don't remember the name of those people. Like they look like pigs. I don't remember their name. All right, Lonely Boy. We sure are a lot of Imperials out today. We think they're so great, but I hate them. Can I talk and he say something else? No, okay, just one. Let's see this guy. Hey, mister, you wanna hear about the story of Rabanasta? It won't cost ya much. What? I'm gonna eat you, you know. Let's see, 1 gil to do it. Okay, let's do it. Sure, let's hear it. Sure, let's hear it. Okay, so 2 years back, Rabanasta lost the war with the Empire. That's when all the guards came and made us live under the city. The Empire has one person who runs the city and everything. It's called a consul. The new consul's coming today. That's why there's so many guards. Kind of short, huh? Don't worry, I'll try and find some new things to add for next time. I'm wondering if he says something different, but you know, I already paid 1 gil. Alright, let's talk to that guy. That Miguelo made quite a name for himself. What with that sundry shop and office and all. Okay, I can move the camera, really cool. There's one Benga a fella could take after. Okay, that's a Benga, I guess. Or maybe a Benga is a different species, who knows? We'll see when we go to see Miguelo. It's sweltering, even here in the shade. Maybe I'll head up to the Sand Sea and get something to drink. Alright, very well, Imperial. Step back! Now! I haven't finished interrogating these two yet. Alright, sir, don't be a day. I didn't say the word, I said day, which is D in French as a letter. I'm going the complete opposite of where I'm supposed to go, but I'm doing that on purpose as usual. John. Oh, Van. How you doing? A lot of people are out today. Thought I might try some of those tricks you showed me. Alright, go steal. It's all for Dalmascan pride. Oh, you have some special tattoo or something, whatever. Innocently walking past the Sand Sea I was when a sudden thirst seized me, but I hated going in. Got to save my gear. It's always thing like, what are all of those? What are all those things? Oh, it's just because I can enter into the Sand Sea, which is a bar. I really should go see Miguelo first. Okay. Oh, the green buttons are the people we can talk to. I didn't even realize that. Haha, Pedro. Miguelo seems like he was in a hurry. He's probably still at the shop. Better not keep him waiting too long. Yes, ma'am. Alright, I guess that if I go there... Yep. That's why it's red and not blue, I assume. Well. And something with all of those stuff, right? Yep. Okay, let's go get to see Miguelo now. Since we did everything else. Well, not really, but we did do quite a few things. Let's see what's that father say, ex-father. They've closed all the stairs to Low Town. Can you believe that? I don't care how important today is. This is absurd. Let's go to the Imperial. No traffic in and out of Low Town until the Lord Consuls assume this post. No exception. Alright, fairly well. Wistful Benga. Okay, the Benga are those guys. They are not the ones that looks like pigs. Wistful Benga. Only been 2 years since Princess Ash took her own life, but it seems like Rabanasta's been in the Empire forever. Not that I'm complaining. You are complaining, dude. Alright, let's alright, there's one more person here. Miguelo? Failing the new console? Miguelo this, Miguelo that. It's all over here these days. There's a lot of us men from Rabanasta is complaining a lot. I'll have to complain. Okay. Town gossip. There's a nervous energy running through the whole city today. With a new console coming, I suppose it's to be expected. Yeah, you bet. I can definitely... Oh, is that a Moogle? Yeah, I guess it is. Hi, Moogle. Cooper. Is that because... Okay. So you can read the stuff. In the market for a weapon, look no further. Whether novice or knight, Amal knows just what you need, even if you don't. Okay. We can reread all those things later on, I guess. I'm just curious about all of this. Oh! Is that Miguelo? I assume it is.
Ah, Vaughn, I was waiting.
Penelo said you needed something?
Had me some packages supposed to be arriving by courier. In the morning, perhaps he ran into some trouble on the desert. Now I've no foodstuffs to prepare for the banquet tonight.
So you want me to find this courier? Hey, no problem.
Alright.
No problem. The desert teems with trouble.
Oh, we have to go to the desert?
Early grave, my boy. No, I've arranged for some replacement goods from Tomage over at the Sandsea.
Okay, we're gonna go to the
Sandsea. Go to the
Sandsea.
tavern to pick him up.
Actually, I asked Kites to do that. Wouldn't you know he's gone missing on me, too. I can't leave my shop, and I've Penelo on another chore at the moment, you see. What I want you to do is run over to the Sandsea and fetch Kites back. What do you say?
Oh, I have no choice, Miguelo.
It's easy work, and you'll thank me for it someday.
Yes. Alright. Can we still talk to Miguelo? Oh, now we can enter into stuff. Okay. So many people to talk to. I'm not gonna... Oh. Let's talk first to that guy here, the shop clerk. Welcome to Miguelo Dries. How might I be of service? Onion arrows and onion shot. Huh, interesting. Not needed for Van so far. Let's see, Miguelo. Well, have you found Kites yet? Bah! I don't know what I'm going to do with a lot of you. Oh, I'm grateful for your help. You work hard when you want to, but lately you don't seem to want to, do you? What was it that set me off complaining? Oh yes, Kite. Go find Cats. He should be at the Sandsea. Hurry now. Hurry now. Time's a wasting. Yeah, time's a wasting. I don't think I'm gonna show you the Gambit system. Because it's already like 53 minutes and I'm gonna stop pretty soon. But yeah, in this game there's a system that is named the Gambit system. And what you need to know about the Gambit system is that basically it's similar to the sphere grid from Final Fantasy X. And this time the Gambit has multiple versions. Because in the past, on the original game, there were only like a very like... For each character there were one Gambit, I think. And that's it. Now I think there's multiple Gambits because it depends on a job selection, if I remember properly. Oh. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I don't want to go yet on other side of the city. Right now we're just on the east end and I'm sure we can do more than that, but I really want to continue the story before, so like that we can actually continue the story a little bit before it's too late. Oh, what is that? Ah, it's John. Alright, let's figure out what happens to Kite. And I'll play probably for 10 more minutes and then that's it.
There you are, Kites. Stop loafing around.
Look,
there's a
Vaughn,
hunt
look.
system
This
on
is
that
it.
game. I forgot about
This
that.
is why Miguelo's courier didn't get here on time.
A creature spotted in the Esther sand. What is that thing?
Ah, Vaughn.
With a Halloween head.
Miguelo sent you too, did he?
Tomato.
He's a busy man these days, that Miguelo, if I dare say so myself. I don't envy him the work, though. Not a bit. Quite the affair throwing a banquet to welcome the Imperials, eh?
I think the last story is using the
Welcoming.
same
We
like
should be-
design style. I
Whatever.
need to check. I'm sure it's the same
Tomash,
person.
what's this?
Nah, don't remind me.
Well, from a standpoint of design,
Got some
I'm talking
nastiness
like
out
the
there in the
character
Esther
design.
stand. What's stopping our couriers? And that means shortages all around. Thought I'd put up a bill, offer a reward to anyone who can knock that nasty back in its place.
And that's where hunt system
Now
from
that's
Final
work.
Fantasy came from.
Sounds 10 times better than
Kind
running
of
errands for
late
Miguelo.
because, well, I think
That's right. Vaughn, you should give it a shot.
And you should
Final
be getting
Fantasy
back to Miguelo.
12 used a lot of that
Now,
hunt
Kite.
system.
He was waiting for
And
you.
then Final Fantasy 15 has that too.
Right.
I don't remember if previous Final Fantasy really have that system of monster hunting. I'm trying to think because I don't think neither Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The original games don't have that. 7, I don't think it does either, although maybe in Gold Saucer there's something similar to like a monster arena, I assume. If I remember properly. Final Fantasy 8 may have a hunt system, I'm not sure. I don't remember. Final Fantasy 9, I don't think it does. But, well, there is that hunter game that you play on Final Fantasy 9. But I think it's more like Final Fantasy 7 in a way. It's more like an arena. Like, kind of like more like a... Whereas here it's like all across the world you have that whole hunt system. Anyway, let's see what Tomash said. So, here's how it works. People post bills here on the notice board when we have a monster they need taken care of. Headhunters track people, right? Well, hunters track monsters. The monster you're hunting is called your mark. Here's the bid I posted for the rogue tomato, the mark I've petitioned to have hunted. Do you want to hear all the details? Yeah, that would be helpful. Let's do that. Let's start with accepting hunts. You can just take a look on the board and then go running off to hunt the mark. You'll miss out on the bounty. You gotta talk to the person who posted the bill, the petitioner first. Let him know you're going on the hunt. So take this rogue tomato peel, for example. I posted it, so I'm the petitioner. You have to come talk to me. Let's call that step done, okay? Once your agreement's in place, the petitioner will tell you how to find the mark. Then you hunt it, report it, and claim the bounty. Oh, and I'll give you something to help keep track of your hunts. A clan primer. Use it to refresh your memory about hunts you've accepted. You obtain a clan primer. Clan primer has been added to the party menu, okay? Go ahead and take this. While you're at it, just a little something to commemorate your first hunt. A Nora Kia armlet, okay. Looks like you can't even equip that yet. Know why? You don't have a license for it. There's a license system, I forgot about that. Think of licenses as mileposts, marking your progress as your combat skill improve. Sword, bow, black magics, white magics. None of it does you a lick of good until you have a license to use it. Same goes for that armlet. Tomash, how can I equip this great treasure you bestowed of me, you ask? Easy. Learn by doing. Let's give it a try. Licenses has been added to the party menu. I'd say you're ready to hunt that mark for me. Oh, you'll be needing this to leave the city. Just show it to the watch at the gate. You obtain a rite of transit. The east gate's the one you'll want to head out. Once you've taken care of that mark for me, let me know. Your work won't go unrewarded. Rogue Tomato, the hunt begins. Try keeping the Orakia armlet. Use the licenses command to the party menu to obtain the accessories 1 license. Then use the equip command to equip it. Warning, once you've chosen a license board, you won't be able to change it right away, so choose wisely. You will be able to change boards later in the game. Repeat the tutorial message? No, because we already saw it. Okay, maybe the license board is what I thought was the gambit. I swear it was gambit for not license. Let's see. In order to use weapon, armors, and magics, you must first obtain the proper license. Learn the licenses that support your playstyle to create your own unique party. So for Van, you must choose a license board in order to obtain licenses. There are 12 boards, each allowing you to develop a character with unique abilities. Once you can enter the clan hall, you can change boards there. Okay. So there's White Mage that help us heal, Shikari, Bushi, Black Mage, Archer, for breakers, Time Battle Mage, Monk, Knight, Raid Battle Mage, Machinist, Ulan. I like the Shikari because it has daggers and this first aid, you know. So we're gonna do that for Van right now. No, I cannot change anymore. So if I preview the license board, okay, that's what I thought about. Maybe the gambit is when you pick up some of the stuff, that's how they name gambit. I wish I could do the first aid, but apparently I cannot right now. And I cannot do the accessories one, as you can see. I have 6 LP, so I can only do something that goes up to 6. And so far everything is, apart from essential, but we already have it. Okay. Sounds good. Okay, let's go to Clan Primer quickly. Nope. The Clan Primer chronicles your exploits. Read descriptions of the foe you have slain and uncover useful information to help in your future adventures. Okay. Interesting. So, oh, okay, there's a lot of tips here. Bestiary and hunts. Right now we have to do the red and rotten in the desert, Tomage. And we need to go to Dalmakai's turban, so... Did Kites leave? I assume he did. Let's see up there on the sand sea, there's something interesting to pick up. Nope. Okay, let's do our best to quickly go to the Dalmascanid's land and then call it a day, okay? We've been already 1 hour. It seems I need to get out that way. I'm wondering if I can use the stairs here to go. I thought we cannot go to Lotham. Okay. So I cannot use that. I swear I saw something here to go out. Let's see if I can use that to go out. Oh, it wasn't here. It was the opposite way, isn't it? Why, it does show something here that says that I can take that road here? Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, sorry, we're going very fast when generally I would love to actually check things around, but no time to waste.
You there, let's see some papers, boy. No
Alright,
public
give her
passage
it.
on account of the Lord Consul's parade.
Oh, gee, that's too bad. You see, it just so happens that your provisioner for the fete tonight, he sent me to pick up a few choice morsels for the, Consul's dining pleasure. He wants them quick. I got the writ of transit right here. You see? Signed, Magello. I just hate to see the Consul upset because his food wasn't ready on time. And I sure hate to see him take it out on you.
The Lord Consul is a great man, and not one to take offense in such trifling matters. Move along, boy. Wouldn't do to keep the Consul waiting. Right. Gates are closed after this.
Alright, we're gonna get out. We are seeing the Dalmascan sand desert. Trying to find the right word sometimes is hard, people. I swear, it's not easy, especially when you're playing games at the same time too. Okay, Dalmasca is still land. Let's get going. Oh. Oh, there's dinosaurs too. I forgot about that. Dalmasca is the sands. Okay, where should we go on this one? Look at that. Oh, it looks really cool. I love that. You can see pretty far too, because you can see that palace over there, which I don't know what it is. Okay, let's try to beat that cactite. Let's see if the cactite is easy to beat. Okay, we stole a Earthstone. Was enemy didn't attack me, by the way. If you... Thank you, Cactite! Let's see. Let's attack that dwarf now. Before he attacks me anyway.
Yeah.
Let's steal from him. Ah, we failed. Okay, let's just kill it before it's attack me even more. Windstone. Okay, 1 LP. I think the Cactite are easier to beat and they can give me the LPs that I want. Oh, and there's some things I can pick up here. In the original game, some of the treasure chests actually were not were randomized, meaning that they weren't always at the same space and they didn't have the same items in them. I don't know if on the Zodiac Age they updated that to be actually not randomized. I don't remember. I'll have to check. You obtain 9 gears. Wow. Such a treat. Okay, did we get like enough LP to actually use a license? Yes, we got enough. Okay, let's do it. And here we go. I can put that Oracle Armlet. Oh, Library is a good one too. But I really need that first aid. If I can get that, that'll be great. Okay, let's equip now. If I go to accessories. Oh, cool. So raise a little bit the HP, but at the same time also raise a little bit more all the rest as well. Let's go back to Rabanasta. Okay, I can remove that. Oh, that would be great to have that world map on top every single time when you need it. I think it's new. I don't remember that on the original game. Oh, let's see. Alright, Van, thank you so much for letting us play you for a little bit. And that's where we're gonna stop, because we did play for an hour and 10 minutes already, nearly. And I think it gives you a little bit of an idea of Final Fantasy XII. Obviously, we didn't see absolutely everything that we need to, but it still gives you a little bit of an idea of how slow the beginning of the game is, like what the game is about, what you can and cannot do at the beginning of the game, and so forth. Alright, like I said, Final Fantasy XII is unfortunately not one of my favorite Final Fantasy. I would say it's more like at the lower end of Final Fantasy, particularly for the reason that the story is not as good as we progress, the characters are not necessarily as developed as I wish they would be developed, and also as you can see it's more like a, I would say it this way, but it's more like a MMORPG as a solo RPG, and that's why it's so weird. So it's fun for people that likes a lot of gameplay and difficulty increase, because this game is not that easy. But for people that like more like a story and more like character development like Final Fantasy used to do, I don't know if this game is for you. I would say that it's still fun to play it, because there's still a lot of things that are new that are really fun. There's a lot of introduction of gameplay into this game that will be reused on other Final Fantasy, like DCDI and all that stuff, which is really neat. And that universe looks really great, right? So there you go. Thank you so much. And if you like the show, as usual, please follow, subscribe, like, and thank you so much for watching Toss a Show. Toss out. Bye bye, everyone.